Dear students, good morning to you all, and I am happy to welcome you all for this online class. I am going to teach you business studies. So today we are going to learn first chapter. The name of the chapter, Nature and Purpose of Business. Nature and Purpose of Business. So in this chapter, in our first online class, we are going to learn these three concepts. First one, meaning of business, definition of business. The third one, that is what characteristics of business. These three concepts which we are going to learn in this online class. Right? So, dear students, in our society, people undertake various activities to satisfy their needs. That means these activities are economic activities and non economic activities. That means, truly speaking, in our society, we can see people who undertake two activities. That means, these human beings are performing these two activities. The first one, economic activities. Second one, non-economic activities. So, what are these economic activities and non-economic activities? So, dear students, economic activities are those activities by which we can earn our livelihood. Such activities are called as what? Economic activities. For example, employees are working in a company to earn a salary. That is, when the people are working in the company, when they are rendering service to the company, so company has to reward to the employees in the form of what? In the form of salary. Take one more example, a doctor operating in his clinic to earn fees. So we have to pay doctor consultancy charge or doctor consultancy fees. So like engineers, lawyers, then chartered accountants. That means these are the people. They are rendering the service for the sake of earning some economic value. It may be the salary, it may be the fees, right? This is what economic activity. So human beings are undertake two activities. One is economic activities, that is, just now I have told you, an activity which results in what? Earn our livelihood. The second one is what? Non-economic activities. So non-economic activities are performed out of love and affection or sentiments or patriotism. So remember friends, in case of non-economic activities, there is no reward of money. That means there is no monetary reward when people are performing any activities out of their love and affection or sentiments or patriotism. Take for example a college boy or a college student helping an old man cross the road. That means a college boy, college student helping an old aged man to cross the road. So here what is the reward to the youngster? There is no reward. So after helping to that old man, a old man can reply to the youngster, thank you. So thank you is the reward to whom? To the college student. Right? One more example. a mother cooking food for her family. So this is what also non-economic activity. So mother is not getting any monetary reward from her family members. So the members of the family can give the reward that today you prepared delicious food. Thank you. So these are what some of the example for non-economic activities. So remember the economic activity and non-economic activities, these two are performed by human being. So human being activities are classified economic activity and non-economic activities, right? So our business is also what economic activity. Business is also economic activity. It is performed by a people in one or other area, in one or other type of business, people who are engaging to get monetary reward. So then what is business? What do you mean by business? So business is an economic activity which is connected with the production of goods or purchase of goods or sale of goods or services with the main object of earning a profit. Yes, the main motto of every business is to what is to earn profit, but how that can be earned, that can be earned by production of goods and services and made available these goods and services to the place of consumption. So that is what about meaning of business. So there is a definition of business. There is a definition of business given by Keith Davis. Business may be defined as any form of commercial activity to satisfy the economic wants of people at a profit. Right? With this, you could understand this business is an economic activity. Commercial activity means what? It is an economic activity involving the production and sale of goods and services undertaken with a motive of earning profit by fulfilling human needs in a society. So, why these goods and services are manufactured and distributed? Why should earn profit? Because of what? Human wants are unlimited. They are having different desireness. So, the main task of the business is to understand what are the different expectations of the customers, desireness, wants, and these expectations, desireness are to be translated into goods and services. They have to manufacture goods and services according to the expectation of the people, society, and by virtue of that, business is going to earning profit. When business is going to earn profit, when the business is fulfilling, satisfying the needs of society. The needs of the society means the needs of the customers. If the customer feels happy by using those goods and services, no doubt such business organization is surviving for a longer period of time. Next, we are going to study characteristics of business or characteristics of business activities. After knowing meaning of business and definition of business, now we are going to learn what are the different characteristics of this business. First one, business is an economic activity. It is an economic activity. Why it is called as an economic activity? Because it is undertaken with the object of earning money, that is earning profit, and not because of love and affection, right? So every business organization offers goods and services to the society at some monetary value. That means when we are going to buy goods and services, we need to pay particular money value of goods or service which we are getting from the seller. So any business enterprise offering goods and services just because of love and affection. So business is not providing any goods and services on the basis of love and affection. So we need to pay for the money and we need to get the goods. That means business will offer goods and service at some economic value to the customers. The second one, production or procurement of goods and services. That means every business organizations either manufactures the goods it deals in, or it acquires them from producers to be further sold to the consumers or users. That means here production or procurement of goods and services. So business is going to manufacture the goods by converting raw material into finished product, or business organization can procure these goods and services from different sellers. For example, procurement of goods. So procurement of goods means one business organization can buy goods from another business organization. That means a wholesale business organization can purchase goods from manufacturers, right? When the wholesale purchased or procure goods from the producers, this wholesale seller is going to sell goods to the retailer. So this retailer is going to sell goods to so many customers, that is final consumers. That is what about procurement of goods and services. So the goods may be consumer goods or capital goods. So consumer goods are those goods, means in our day to day life we are using these goods. It may be the sugar, jaggery, soap, pen, notebook, water bottle. All these are what consumer goods which we are using in our day to day life. So on the other hand, capital goods. So little bit these are luxurious goods. So maybe machinery, furniture, refrigerator. These are what capital goods. Now the third one, that is sale or exchange of goods and services. That means business deals with the sale or exchange of goods and services. That means there should be sale or exchange of goods and services between the seller and the buyer. So there are two parties here. One is the seller, another one a buyer. So seller sells the goods, on the other hand buyer buys the goods. So the business deals with the sale or exchange of goods and services. That is the third point. Now fourth characteristics is what? Dealings in goods and services on a regular basis. So business is dealing in goods and services on a regular basis. It is very important. Every business organization should survive for a longer period of time, not for a temporary period of time or not for once in a while. So there must be regular dealings. There must be regular exchange of goods and services, not occasionally or not once in a while. That is what about this point. So business involves dealings in goods and services on a regular basis. Merely one single transaction of sale or purchase, therefore, does not constitute business transaction. For example, dear students, suppose Mr. Ramesh sells his domestic Android mobile even at a profit. It will not be considered as a business activity. But if he sells mobiles regularly, either through a shop or from his residence, then it will be regarded as a business activity. That is what about this point. Next, number fifth coming, that is profit earning. Yes, profit earning. It is the main motto of every business organization. The main motto of every business enterprise is to earn income by way of profit. No business can survive for a longer period of time without earning a profit. Yes, because if the business is earning profit, such kind of business organization can survive for a longer period of time. If business fails to earn profit, no doubt, very soon the business is going to close. That is the reason why business should try to earn more profit. Business should earn sufficient profit. So business organizations are putting efforts to maximize profits by increasing sales. How to earn profit? So how to earn profit? Business organizations are going to maximizing their volume of sales. There is volume of output. By virtue of that, business is going to earning a profit. Or the business is going to curbing the expenditure, curbing the cost. By virtue of that, business tries to earn a profit. So what is this profit? Profit means sales minus expenditure. Sales minus expenditure. That means uh, suppose the cost of production per unit is 5. Cost of production per unit is 5 rupee. If the business organization selling at the same value, then there is no profit. Now what business does, for that cost of 5 rupee will add 3 rupee as a margin. Now the sales price of the product is 8 rupee. So out of this 8 rupee, if you deduct cost incurred by the seller 5 rupee, now 3 rupee is the profit. Next concept, that is next features, uncertainty of return. Uncertainty of return means the return is uncertain. There is no guarantee of return. No doubt, the main motto of every business organization is to earn profit. That is the main objective of every business organization, to survive for a longer period of time. But future is always uncertainty. No doubt, business started today by investing capital with the view to earning profit. But in future, there are some unfavorable factors which are not cooperating to business to earn a profit. However, some some measures can be taken by the business to avoid some unexpected events or the factors, but some factors are beyond the control of human being. So whatever may be, business is always having some uncertainty of return. So business may earn expected profit. Sometimes the business may not able to earn expected profit. So this means uncertainty of return means the lack of knowledge relating to the amount of money that the business is going to earn in a given period of time. These are always, there is always a possibility of loss being incurred in spite of the best efforts put into the business. So, in spite of more efforts taken by the business organization to increase the or to earn the profit, but sometime the business may not able to earn profit. The last one coming up, element of risk. So the previous point we are talking about the same thing. Element of risk. Risk means fear of loss. Risk means what? Fear of loss. That means the business may not able to earn expected return. It is caused by some undesirable events. The risks are related with certain factors. What are these? Which are these certain factors? Maybe the changes in customers' likes and dislikes. So all the customers are not liking only one type of product. So different customers are liking different types of customer, different types of goods and services. Sometimes there may be the change in method of production due to improvement in the field of technology. There is always different method of production. Color may be the different, design may be the different, right? So due to all these pattern of production, next, it may be the strike. So, if the employees or workers went against the organization, then there is no production. If there is no production, there is no sales. If there is no sales, then there is no profit. So, that is a risk. Then there is a competition. Today we can see there is a competition. So, due to competition, the business may not able to earn sufficient amount of profit. Then it may be the fire. So, due to fire, goods may be burned out. Then theft. So if the goods stolen or theft or robbery, then it may be the accidents. So goods are going to be shifting from one place to another place. That means from the place of production to the place of consumption. In transit, if anything happen, either by negligence of the driver or whatever may be the causes, accident taken place, then goods are going to be damaged. That is spoilage and leakage. Then national calamities, natural calamities. Natural calamities like earthquake, right? Tsunami, flood, cyclone. These are what? These are completely unpredictable. So what is going to be happen? So these are what? Some of the risk factors. One or other way, these risk factors are going to affecting the working style of the business. So business is going to suffering from these factors. It may be the theft, fire, competition, change in customers likes and dislikes, natural calamities. So these are what? These are the some factors which are going to influencing on performance of the business. And very recently, we all, even today now also, due to this covid-19, nearly 2 months lockdown took place. So due to that, a business suffers more. So that is the reason why one or other way business has some risk, and this risk is a part and parcel of a business scenario. In the business world, risk is always. So when there is a profit, side by that there is a risk. So these are what? These are features or characteristics of business activities. So 7 points are given. So in your exam, you may get question on this for 4 marks. The question is like this: explain any four features of business. So you need to remember any 4 points, and each point you need to explain 3 to 4 lines explanation. So dear students, we shall meet on next class, that is next Monday. Thank you.